Alright guys, so I'm going to show you guys how to deploy this to Heroku. I do remember in the last video I mentioned that I would probably show you guys, and I might as well because I'm currently uploading the current video. So let's go ahead. First, you want to make sure you log in. I'm going to use the Heroku CLI, so I'm not going to use GitHub. I'm going to use Heroku CLI to deploy. So you want to make sure you log in. So I'm already logged in already, so I don't have to worry about that. So I think I've never really actually deployed to Heroku before, so I'm gonna actually kind of just, how to deploy Node.js Heroku. Because I've never really deployed to Heroku using the CLI. I mean, I have, but it's been a while. But we're gonna look into it, and I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna figure this out. Okay, so yes, you want to make sure you have npm init. You want to make sure that you have your repository set up. I think we also need Git as well, but we do have the repository initialized, so that's good. And specified a version of Node, so I think that's gonna be fine. Yeah, that's fine as well. So we have the start script. I think that we did that in the first video. So we have Node source bot.js. Okay, awesome. And start your application locally using the Heroku command, which is part of okay. Okay, so we do definitely need a proc file. So let's do proc file, and this is going to be worker node source bot.js. Okay, so this is going to handle two processes. Going to handle the bot as well as the web application. So we need a git. We need a git ignore file as well. I don't think this is actually going to work because we don't have our repository. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do git ignore, and let's do node modules. And let's do .env. Yeah, .env. We're gonna ignore .env. And I think, yeah, since we're gonna have to do git init dot. Here we go, perfect. Okay, so now deploy. So we're gonna do git add. Yeah, so we do need to make sure we add this initialized to git. Okay, so git add dot git commit deploying Heroku app. Okay, and then we're gonna do. So we are logged in. So we're gonna do Heroku create. So that's gonna create a new application for us. So we're gonna have to actually specify the URL as this now. So we have our URL application. It's gonna be HTTPS. It's gonna be limitless.fortress. Dash 95362 Heroku app slash. And I think we don't have to specify the port because that's gonna run on the port automatically itself. So we don't need to worry about that. We just need to make sure that the auth is valid. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we have our application created. So since we updated that, we have to actually stage our changes again. So let's see. We're gonna do git add, git commit, update, and we have to commit our changes. Update URL. Okay, so now that we've created our app, we can go ahead and do git push Heroku master. Okay, and it's going to go ahead and build it for us. So Node.js app detected, create runtime environment, installing dependencies, build succeeded, and compressing. So we should be able to access this later on. And our bot should go online in just a sec. So right now our bot is offline. Okay, so the build succeeded. I wonder if... Where's the limit of fortress? Oh, I think we also need to, let's see. Yeah, so the bot is not online right now, but it's deployed. So let's look at the logs real quick. So you're going to see that, let's see. What happened? A promise. I don't know what this is. Hold on. What is this? It doesn't even say anything. Yeah, that's really weird. Web. Yeah, this is a very useless. I think, okay, let's try this. Let's go to our... Okay, so a couple things we need to do. We don't have our token right now, so I'm actually going to go and generate a new token because I think that's the... Yeah, I think that's the reason why. Yeah, I just remembered. So we need to get our bot token. So I'm going to go ahead and just reset my test autobot. So let's go ahead and copy. And I'm going to go ahead and go into reveal config vars. So again, we're right now, in order for us to log right now our bot is logging in using the environment variable. So we're going to go ahead and say bot underscore token. The value is going to be our bot token. Okay, and only the server will know what it is. The port we're going to leave alone. That's going to be set by Heroku automatically, I think, for our application. So we don't have to worry about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go run console, and let's do... I honestly don't remember how to actually... Oh, there we go. Perfect. Oh, awesome. So our application's actually on right now. Awesome. Okay, so let's actually try this out right now. I'm not sure if this will actually work, but we can always try it out. So let's take a look at, let's join. So we get a DM. Huh. Please enter the code you received. So that's kind of strange. Okay, so we do get the code, but I don't know why it sent that message immediately. That's actually very strange. That should have not happened. Because what needed to happen? Oh, I think, you know what it is? Okay, I think what it is I think perhaps when we joined, it must have made a request to it. I'm not sure entirely why. I would have to look into it more. But let's actually try this again. So let's join the server again. Okay, so we have, okay, this time we have one. Okay, I think that was just the first time, that's why. Because it didn't, okay, yeah, that's fine. So please welcome, so now you're gonna see Limitless Fortress, Heroku app, auth. We're gonna say yep. Okay, so we have our token and we should get a message. Please enter the code you received. There you go. You are now authorized and we have access to all the channels. So that's pretty much it with deploying. So yeah, the reason why the app went off, the app was crashing, was because I had the wrong token. And I think because, I mean, honestly, normally it would say something like invalid credentials or something, but I guess it didn't. So that's probably why, but I knew exactly why. Okay, so notice how right over here, earlier, I don't know if you saw it, but let's go to web. Okay, notice how over here it says listening on port 24474. Remember, that port is from the process.environment.ports property over here. Okay, and that port is actually going to be different every single time. So let me restart. Actually, I'm not going to restart dynos. Let me see if I can do... Let's go to console real quick. I want to actually Heroku run start. But that port, I'm pretty sure that port is going to be different every single time. Okay, so yeah, but it's gonna be fine because it's gonna be masked by this URL. So you don't have to worry about the port too much about it. Okay, but I just wanted to show you guys. Now, obviously, you want to make sure that the role ID is set over here. So I think maybe what I might do is I'll probably set up like a simple command for people to use. So they can set up, okay, what would you like your gatekeeper role to be, or not gatekeeper, like your welcome role to be. So once they're authorized, it'll just look for that that role ID, which is gonna be pretty useful, I guess. So yeah, so the bot pretty much works, and that there's really not much to it, really. Like that's how. So typically, that's how you would deploy an application to Heroku without using GitHub. You can just use the Heroku Git CLI directly from your terminal. And yeah, of course, it's really not hard. And honestly, it's really easy deploying applications to Heroku anyways. And I think that's really all. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to mention before I exit this video, but yeah, that should pretty much be it right now. If I go over to here, it's not going to work. It's going to say cannot get, but our web application works though. Okay, so obviously if I try to do /auth, it's going to say can I get /auth, but if I try to do 123, it's going to say invalid URL, and that's good because we're throwing, remember, earlier in the code over here, if you don't try catch this part, your entire process is going to go down and you're going to have to manually like redeploy or like restart your application again. So you want to make sure you're handling that error as well. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So, you know, yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.